Thunk Tank. It's time for Thunk Tank.
Okay, I totally messed up that intro. I'm gonna start over because it's supposed to go through the other audio. So I'm gonna clip this out when we go, or maybe not. I'm gonna do it again. Sorry.
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay, give me one more try on the intro. Nobody's here. It's gonna be fine. Okay, here it goes. Here goes the audio again.
Stink, stunk, think, thunk, tank. It's time for Thunk Tank.
Okay, hi. Welcome to Thunk Tanked. My name is Calvin, and I have a second stomach for ice cream.
My name's Andreas, and I'm tied for third tallest.
My name's Eric, and I'm pretending to be awake.
We're here to think about some things today. Things that we feel that you should be also thinking about, or maybe I don't know what's
Probably
going
have
on.
fun.
Yes, yeah. So guys, I feel like I dropped the ball last time. I want to apologize for the Bear headphones. I just feel like you guys are bringing your like prime content, and I wasn't doing a good enough job. So I decided what I really need to do is I need to let you guys handle the very funny, very good stuff, and I will try to bring like my A game best ideas for you to destroy. Because that's what happens. Because this entire show is based off of our family dinners and the conversations we have after them, right?
Yes, and every time we have a family dinner, we say somebody should record this and make it a podcast, and we've finally done it.
That's right. So I'm just gonna try to do what I do there because that seems to work.
That's fair.
So I would like to bring to you this idea. I may have even talked about this idea previously, but okay. So how to start? Robot fighting games on TV, right? They're kind of lame. They're kind of awesome, and I enjoy watching them, but they could be like a billion times cooler. Okay, and I have some
not enough on the line. You want real human lives on the line.
No, I don't. I don't want. Well, because I don't think that'll actually work. Nobody's going to allow that to happen. But the thing is like, what you really want out of those shows is giant mech battles, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's what I've always. That's what I want to watch is giant mechs like smashing the hell out of each other with actual pilots inside. But you can't do that. And they attempted to do that. There was that Kickstarter that I backed for Megabots.
Yep, I watched that very choreographed fight.
Oh, it was terrible, wasn't it? It was awful. It was pure trash.
But mark my words, we wouldn't have thought it was choreographed if one of the judges had actually been crushed by the lighting rig.
Yeah.
And actually died. We would have believed it 100%. And we would have been like, that was awesome and a travesty. I can't believe these irresponsible robot jerks. You put human lives on the line, a couple people die, but it becomes better entertainment.
And then you've got martyrs, so you've got to, I mean, like, they died for this, now you've got to move forward, right?
Right, and so cool robot graves for the people, obviously.
Yeah.
Just shoot them into space, right?
I guess.
And I think you probably name next year's robots after the people that died in the previous year.
That seems like something you could do, I guess.
Right, to honor them.
So anyway, the thing is that they screwed up, right? They screwed up. They didn't do a very good job. And I think one of the big things is that like they make it out to be this wrestling match, where it's fake, and even the like BattleBots stuff seems boring to me. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, they're little tiny robots, and you've got a little remote control thing. What I want to see is man in pilot seat, pressing controls and blowing stuff up, and like it being tense, right? So, I propose that we build actual like tiny mech robots, like maybe like. Not like super small scale, but like, you know, like a robot, like maybe this big, right?
4 feet, yeah, something, yeah.
Yeah, and you let it have like anything, like guns, flamethrowers, saw blades, horrible shit, right? And then you put in every single one of them a little like human analog, right? So it's got sensors on it for acceleration, so you can see how fast it's been moved. In which case, if it's been accelerated too much, player's dead. If punctures, so like you can test, like it's like an internal pressure gauge, and like if the blood comes out, then they're dead. Or temperature, so if it's like burned to death, then that's an out for that character. And then so this little mech, it's got full like cameras and whatever else you want to put on it for sensors for the robot itself. And then you build an actual cockpit, and an actual pilot gets inside the actual cockpit, which is remotely controlling the mech with the screen in front of them, right?
Spray paint robots will become the new meta almost instantly.
But not necessarily. So there's defense against that kind of thing too, right?
Multiple cameras?
Multiple cameras. You can shutter open and close things, and just being not able to see doesn't mean that that's all of your defense. Maybe you have radar, like a LiDAR system, and you're just displaying the 3D graph out in front of the thing, and that's your pilot spot. There's all kinds of cool stuff that could be done, right? So like, and think of it like actual war, right? And then, so this is all done outside. The actual combat is done outside with like scaled buildings and little Matchbox cars and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And then like 4v4 teams going against each other. With like, like sponsored by like IBM and things like that,
All right, so please bring your B game next time, because I can't tear it apart.
No, I don't want you to tear it apart. Tell me how cool this is, and then this should be done, right?
What? No,
It's
I mean,
a bunch of nerdy engineers sitting around making robots. You
Okay.
gotta add the drama.
Oh, the
We
drama.
gotta get behind the scenes. We gotta
You're
get
right.
the teams. We gotta. I want to know the guy in Mech 1 hates the guy in Mech 6, but they're on the same team, and they're fighting this other guy because the guy on Team Blue killed his son or something. We need drama.
I'm telling. So I know how to do that. I know how to do that.
But
I know how to do the
Yeah.
drama. Ready? All the
Yeah.
pilots have to be teenage Japanese girls.
sold. This is the dumbest idea ever.
okay, counterpoint. Funding's going to be really hard for this show.
Why?
So I see two options.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just,
gonna be.
robots are expensive.
Well, I'm not paying for the robots. I just build a little
One-
cityscape.
We can make it a reality TV show, which are inexplicably
Yes.
very popular, with like a $500,000 prize or some bullshit at the end. And it's like, 50 contestants, however many teams 50 divides into, because it doesn't divide properly.
But
Didn't
like
think
you
that one through.
show them like building the robots and stuff.
Right, they build the robots. There's drama. They have to live together now for some fucking reason. I don't know. We make them do that. Then they fight, and it's just like, I don't know. You could get a lot out of that. Or counterpoint, instead of it being, cool normal stakes, we get our funding from North Korea, and the losing team gets executed. Human stakes.
I see.
Everyone wants to watch.
Yeah, we could have actual mechs with actual pilots in North
Oh
Korea.
yeah, exactly.
So
They would do that just to compete with the West.
Yeah,
okay.
the mech
How-
would be running on like a.
What about we get country versus country kind of stuff, right? And then we decide on we get them to move their borders based on the results of the combat, like
Well,
RoboJobs.
that would be great, but nobody will actually do that.
Why not? Are you scared? Are you
because
scared that
there's
your
no
country's not good enough?
There's a real possibility, like 2 cans of spray paint and an oxyacetylene torch strapped to a Roomba makes Vietnam own the world.
No way. I'm telling you, there's because of the human analog, you've got to armor that thing up and a good enough shock to it. And this is people being able to put actual guns on their robots and stuff.
So I think you vastly underestimate how much material you need on a robot to stop a bullet. Like
It's good.
you're gonna need half-inch steel. Suddenly you're at like a
I don't think you can.
200-pound robot.
Yeah, I don't think you can stop a bullet. I don't think that's the strategy. I don't think the strategy is to try
all
to
right.
stop
You're
it.
saying
Bullet dodging, or what are we doing here?
Matrix bot.
Well, I mean, like just being able to like make sure that you are stealth, you get out of the way, that you are able to kind of like hide behind things in the area.
Right,
that
because it has buildings, and the buildings will stop the bullets.
Right, we
in
cast
the
them out of like
arena.
solid concrete or some shit.
Okay,
Yeah, that would make sense.
that's
and look
So-
awesome, by the way, with the exploding bits of concrete going off.
yeah.
I
Put some
do
human
feel
analogs in those buildings.
if you got countries to do it, we all know that they put way too many explosives on their robot. Like,
Right, enough to be a danger to their own teammates. If you can get them to explode, win.
But how cool
all right,
to
I
like
watch this show.
how cool to like look into the cockpit and see the guy that's actually driving, and like ideally they'd be on some sort of motion platform so that they're like quash, you know, like it could be like, oh man, might look cool.
Or maybe just like a centrifuge at 4G, so they're like trying to control
They
the
intermittently
robots.
black out, you know. It's fine.
I think that might be an entirely different show, but you might be onto
This is-
something.
It's the finale. They're on.
So you think you can be an astronaut? Okay, I'd watch that also. It's a reality TV show where
Yeah.
14 teenagers live in a house.
you're just gonna watch anything where teenagers live in a house? That seems.
I'll watch
I mean-
anything where God, I just feel like anyone will watch anything where someone lives in a house.
I see.
I don't watch reality TV. It makes me
Sadly,
angry.
that seems to be true based on the reality TV I've
Yeah.
seen.
It's pretty accurate, I think.
These 10 people have to live in a house. They hate each other. That's the entire plot
That's
of
most. Yeah, that's most reality.
Yeah.
This one, they have to be astronauts or mech fighters, depending on which
Mech
show we
fighters.
want to go with.
Yeah.
Mech Fighters would be a cool show. Maybe they should go like human versus robot.
Oh, it's an AI versus
Like Mech Fighter, you have to fight the mech.
Oh, okay. So it's a person-sized robot. We get Boston Dynamics in on this, and you
Mhm.
got to fight a robot.
And robots are pretty dumb, right? Like they don't have like not like remote control android, but like a full-on autonomous robot.
I feel like Boston Dynamics, just judging by their like the way they treat their robot, definitely have a command in there that's like go for the eyes, toggle on, and it just does that.
Be interesting. Like you'd have to restrict them from like using weapons, and it'd just be like robot punching versus human, and like the human might get injured, but like it would be a great show while it lasted.
Hmm.
All right,
Maybe it's a
this
reality show, and they're competing for the right to fight the robot.
So
The finale is human versus robot.
you get 3 or 4 of those like Project Big Dog dogs, right?
Yeah.
Right? And you get one of those. There's like so many abandoned towns in America. Like there's abandoned
Mhm.
towns you can get, right? And you let go like, I don't know, 15 contestants, right? In this town at like dusk. And you're like, there's 4 robot dogs here hunting you. Your job is to take out one of the robot dogs and get its robot corpse to the finish line.
Okay.
First one to get there wins a hilarious prize. But the robot dogs have metal mouths now. So they can bite.
They will bite you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but back to your idea about mech fighting.
No, I mean that's it. That's all. It's all done. I feel like, man, I want to build the robots. I want to build the cockpits. I want to pilot a robot. I want to watch people smash each other with robots. I want to build the set for the robots. I mean, I love everything about this. That's why I'm enthused.
Right, and my counterpoint is I think that's what people who watch the robot battles currently, they love doing it. It's a terrible spectator sport, but they love doing it.
I
And
think
that's
this
why
could be.
people like it.
I think this could be an amazing spectator sport. I think it would be really, really, really good. What I want to do is I want to strip out all this stupid wrestling stuff. Because think about like NASCAR or Formula One, right? What exactly is engaging about that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, neither me.
Cars go fast.
Cars go fast, right? This is robots
awesome.
shoot stuff. It's kind of awesome. So that's like what I'm. Plus, when I watch, if I was watching like NASCAR, okay, I watch, which I don't, but if I was, or if I have in the past, it was because, oh my gosh, are they going to crash? And then the answer here is yes, the robots are going to crash.
We could just simplify it and make a TV show where people drive cars into walls.
They made that. It's called Top Gear.
Oh! Ooh.
which is fun to watch.
It is actually, yeah.
See,
But it is three idiots
I
crashing
think-
most of the time.
I think Top Gear proves my point. I've come up with a good idea. I want to see it really badly.
Well, let's
I mean-
contact some Hollywood TV producers and pitch this to them.
Mm.
I feel like that's the wrong way.
Yeah.
You pitch it to the U.S. Army, and you're like, yo, this is going to be a show you make that's going to recruit kids for the future. And then you get that sweet, sweet government money to make your
Oh,
robots.
you know what? You're
That's
not
how you do
wrong. You are not wrong. Wow.
Because there's no way Hollywood's going to shell out like $80 million on tiny combat robots. But the government might.
Yeah. Well, so I don't feel like the people making the show are going to be making the robots. And these robots, a lot of these kinds of robots already exist. They're just not geared up enough for the kind of combat that you could do if there wasn't a bunch of people looming over the robots with little controllers, right?
Right.
But those robots already exist, and they're like pretty mass manufactured parts as well. So like the infrastructure is available for this kind of stuff. The remote control is available. The FPV cameras are available. Like all of this stuff exists, and the prices have come down. It's fairly reasonable to build a robot, and then you just have to attach guns and stuff to it.
When you say fairly
Attach guns and
reasonable,
stuff.
are we talking like fairly reasonable, like $1,000 or like $10,000 or $100,000? Like
I would say like $5,000 for a
I can
decent
build a
robot.
robot that'll kill people for $5,000?
Oh, but for less if you just want to kill people. But if you want to dodge another robot, I would say at least sink in 5,000. But 10,000 would probably be good for like a really good robot. Totally. And if you get a company that would sponsor your thing and have its names all like a group of 4 fighters with the company logo on the sides of their arms, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. And it would all be filmed as if it was like large scale.
Oh, we don't tell people they're not
We
giant robots, or
totally
we just
tell
pretend?
people that they're not, but like really,
Okay.
like there's no reason not to put like a tilt shift on the camera and make them look like all
I
giant.
see.
Huh. It's going to be almost entirely drone cameras then.
Yeah,
Has to be.
yeah.
Especially if there's guns going
Especially
on.
if there's
Yeah. And how cool, like, to get one of the drone cameras shot in the middle of the thing. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I think it'd be awesome.
It would be pretty cool.
Don't think it'll ever happen or be as cool as you'd like it to be. But it would be great if they did.
Well, that's
Like, I don't think we have the
that's Thunk
wherewithal
Tank
to build robots.
in
though.
a nutshell. That's why I'm bringing it to you guys.
Maybe like I don't think we could even like Kickstarter this though.
No,
There's
Oh, no, we definitely
we can't
could.
make this happen.
no,
No, we
probably
could
not.
Kickstarter
path.
it.
You
You know, I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
did
do
somebody
it.
already do that and fail?
No, they
Like they
succeeded.
did
They televised a terrible giant robot fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I backed
Wow.
that Kickstarter.
so we could totally do this.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
no,
is-
I
this
feel
is
like I
easy.
could, if I really like went 100%, 110% pedal to the metal on this, I could make this happen.
Buy like
I'm busy doing other
2
stuff.
square
that-
miles in Arizona or some shit.
yeah, like I'm busy doing other stuff that actually makes me money right now. So, oh well.
Yeah, but giant robot fights.
I
You need to make
know.
that happen. You have like an obligation to the world.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a duty. Inherent.
Okay, I'm done. You guys.
All
Somebody
right,
else.
so I'm gonna counter your business idea
Yeah.
with a much more boring business idea, which is mobile tent-based coat checks that just set up outside of like clubs and restaurants
Mobile
and check coats.
tent-based coat checks. So like
Right.
they take
You
your
don't want
coat
to hold
for
your
you.
coat, right? You're going to some club, but there's a tent outside the club. $5, we'll check your coat. We hang it up. Here's your ticket. Boom, done. Right?
Oh, so it's like a
Like a normal
taxi
coat check.
for your coat.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Do you have to pay them to hold the coat?
Right.
Like a coat check, but instead of it being inside the building, it's outside the building.
Right. So you can do that and not be part of the business they're going into. Right?
I think this is not a bad idea.
Right. Wait, it gets worse. Because
Oh.
here's the thing. There is literally no way to identify a coat check for the most part. Like, they give you a stub that has, like, 3-digit number on it.
Is this a plot for stealing
To
people's
steal
coats
large amounts of coats, yeah.
and give them to the homeless?
Right, or be fabulous myself, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's a legitimately good business if you just, like, give them their coat back. But there's also no way anyone's going to be like, this tent specifically set up outside this business is not affiliated with this business and is just a dude with a pop-up tent and a large coat rack and a table collecting money and my personal life.
I think you'd be stopped by the police as soon as the business notices you were there. Like, you'd have to get permits and bullshit to do business on sidewalks. There's like rules about that shit. Here's how you avoid the rules.
A
You
van.
make it like Uber. Exactly. It's like Uber. It's an app people put on their phones, and you like, I need to check my coat, and somebody drives up, puts your coat in their van, drives off. You need your coat back, bop, 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 and they drive up with your coat.
Wow. Like
That's
temp storage
Uber
for
for
anything.
coats.
Which just doesn't have to be coats, but like it could be like anything. Like I need to store this for like my bags for like 20 minutes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they have those in cities, but they're physical pods. They have like pods you rent for
Yeah.
like an hour or something.
This
You,
is
like,
they
put your
come
bags
to
in,
you.
Go deal with what you need to. Yeah, but this comes to you wherever you are. That's gonna be so expensive. Holy shit!
Not if it's
What a
also
premium.
built into all Ubers.
But then,
Could
which
be an-
Uber has your coat?
Well, no, the app would know, and the app would just send the driver with the coat
Oh.
to the place where you asked for it.
Right, but they're probably across town because they're an Uber.
You
And
have
you're-
to wait.
Yeah, maybe
Right,
you
Yeah.
you get it later. You know, you don't know when you're going to get it back, but you can dump a thing that you've been carrying this, stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe put up a special box at your house, and they would deliver it to your house.
Ooh.
So you could be out shopping, and it's like, oh, I have too many bags, and Uber bags home.
Uber
bags
bags home. Is...
UberBagsHome.com.
Sell this to Uber. I think that's the trick.
Yeah. Get Uber and Lyft in a bidding war.
Yeah.
We just have to make this happen in one city, and then they'll buy us out, and we're fine.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate. Man,
Yeah, not bad.
Uber drivers would probably end up. No, they don't steal things, do they? For the most part.
I know their real life
Yeah.
identities are tied to this. They can't just do crazy shit. They have to not commit crimes. And they're getting paid. They don't care.
Yeah,
Really?
and it would be a pretty steep fee. Like, it's okay.
Would it though? Like
it's
most of your
literally-
costs are being offset to the drivers. This is Uber's business model.
True, but like, I don't know. It's a courier service.
And we don't actually need to make a profit because our business plan is get bought out by Uber. So
Right,
it's not
we
going to
just
be
need to-
expensive until Uber
Right.
buys us out and tries to make a profit.
Smart.
If anybody does this, you owe us money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. Well, I've got two more that might not. That might
Oh,
be better.
wow.
Than,
Well,
all
let's
right.
What do you mean better?
hold on
Make-
worse.
Get
those.
bought out by
You know.
Uber and be billionaires.
I think I'm supposed to be one idea. I keep telling you guys one idea. Guys,
But we
don't
have
bring
so
too
many
many-
ideas.
I know. That's why there are many episodes.
We have too many ideas for however many episodes there are, because we're only doing one episode every 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah,
Do 3
We-
episodes a day, we'll keep up with the ideas we have.
That's
that's
true.
that's
true.
upsettingly close to
Because I have literally 3 ideas a day, and then I go to sleep.
Mm.
That's my metric. I hit it and I'm done.
Sometimes
Idea
I just
one,
get up,
breakfast.
breakfast. I'm like 1, 2, 3, and I'll just bam. I'm running it back out again.
I hate that. I get milk all over my
I
hand.
just
Oh,
3 and I'm out. Eric, what do you got for
Yes.
us?
Well, I don't know if it counts, but I kind of had this question and sort of a request for ideas.
Okay.
Because I just learned that I have unlimited free water. Or at least, I pay for it the same regardless of how much I use.
wait,
I have
what?
unmetered water usage.
Like legally?
Legal unmetered water usage. They just
Okay,
charge...
so that's what you're using to cool your home now.
Oh, okay.
all right.
Okay.
So you're
That
going
was
to run a
this is my
pipe
question.
system through your house, and you're just going to run water through it and run it out, or I guess into the sewer system.
the
which
sewer
I assume
system.
They're not charging you by the
Also
gallon.
not
for.
charging you by the gallon.
So
How did
yeah, you can use it
What?
to cool your home.
that doesn't
Cool
seem
the house.
right?
No, that seems incredibly wrong. You're on town water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
You
giving me as much as I can take.
do you have a water pump, or is it all town pressure?
Town pressure.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it's unlimited free water. It's the most first world problem ever. What can I do with this other than cool my house?
Unlimited free clean drinking water. What a problem.
Yeah, I know. What use can I put this to? Because actually, the annual fee is quite high, and I'd like to save some money
Oh, for the
based
water
on
park.
them.
How much?
Water park?
How much pressure are we talking?
I don't know exactly. Like standard household pressure, probably.
It's not huge, but it's like fine, you know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
It'll
like
make a hose go.
Like even if it wasn't much pressure, I could just build a water tower and get more pressure.
right. I'm just wondering if you can gravity your electricity.
Gravity electricity.
Not even gravity, just push the water through a turbine.
Yeah, but that's not going to be a whole lot of power, right? I'm looking to substantially
Okay, that's
modify,
fair.
offset your carbon footprint or whatever.
The town is still emitting carbon to make the water pressure.
Oh yeah,
I can't do anything good for the environment
but
by
you
wasting
personally,
huge amounts of drinkable clean water.
yeah, that's interesting.
Oh man, that's great. What a cool problem. All right, so you definitely use it for cooling. And I say cooling because I've had this same thought for heating. When apartments don't include heating, but they include hot water. I'm
Yeah.
like, guess I'm
That
just filling the
includes heat.
sink in the tub with hot water and letting it radiate.
Yeah, I mean, you could build, you could build like a solar water heater thing and use the city's pressure to pump it through the solar heaters, and then heat the house with that too. So you could do heating and cooling theoretically, right?
You could flood your neighbors to reduce their property value and then buy them out.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, getting a little underhanded.
We could flood the neighbors is a pretty viable option, but I don't think it's going to make me any friends in the neighborhood.
No.
I
But
gotta
it will
remember
make-
they know who I am, and they know where I live by definition because
Do
they're
they
my neighbors.
all also have free water? Or is this
Yes.
something you're in?
Yeah, they could flood me back out. I don't want to do
Flood
that.
Wars. It's a new TV show. You have to live in the same house though for some reason.
Man,
What do you do with unlimited amounts of water?
I feel like there's a hack
Clean,
here.
drinkable water.
I feel
Yeah,
like
me
there's a
too,
hack.
but I can't think of it.
Okay, so
If like this were a video game, this would be like a major exploit.
Right. This is some
Yes.
crazy grind stuff that I can totally
Right.
exploit and make $1 million in a minute.
Yeah, especially if you have the time factor on your hand.
Oh, shit. Obviously. Open a bottled water plant. Start selling bottled water. So the resource you're selling, which is guaranteed to be clean by the town, is free. You're now paying for bottles.
That's like how the bottled water business works anyway.
Yeah,
Pretty
except they
much.
pay for water.
Yeah, but like water is so freaking cheap,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
especially if you're a corporation.
You could sell ice. That's going to cost you, though.
Ice. Yeah, like there's no. I can't compete with Coca-Cola for bottled water. They just pay a penny
yeah, you
extra
can.
and have a huge
Yeah, you can.
industrial production facility. I'm one
Because yours is
dude in a
bespoke.
house.
Yours is bespoke, handcrafted spring water.
Artisanal. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Artisanal spring water. Take it to the farmer's market and sell it in glass jugs,
Actually,
mason jars.
probably would sell remarkably well.
Jesus.
Like, I know you're saying that, but like,
It shouldn't.
balance the pH to a certain level, or just test for pH and then brag about whatever that pH level is on the bottle.
Or
pH
don't.
12.5.
Dude.
Here we go.
I mean, I think the mason jars,
Hot.
the mason jar water, something. You have something there. Like I just
Yeah.
see like at the farmer's market, you've got like all these mason jars full of different water, and I mean, don't sell any, but like keep a bunch of crystals and hang them from the roof of whatever stall you're in.
The crystals make the water more pure.
Well, it's like you really can't say.
It's like a.
And then
Water
like,
has a memory for the energy of the crystals.
like I don't think you even need to like. I think you need to be like. I think talking to each potential customer, you get them to tell you what they think is happening, and then that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think you even need to make claims.
right.
You just talk about the things that it is, and you talk about it in that pretentious way that makes everyone that I don't know buys that stuff buy it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you don't even need to be like, it has properties. You're like, oh no, we don't ever let this water touch.
The ground.
Or just name a metal. Name a metal. Like,
Oh.
we never let it touch tungsten. You know, some of those water brands, they don't even care. But tungsten does not touch our water. We are very, very precise about that. Through our
100%
entire filtration
tungsten-free.
system, our mineral infusion system where we drip it over some rocks or some shit. Boom.
Subscription-based water, where they will give you the mason jars back.
But because we're earth friendly.
Yeah, and now you don't have to pay for more mason jars.
Yeah.
That's the big one. So what I see is you've got your tap water running through one of those industrial Brita filters because they last longer for less, and then you boil it and you put it in the jar so you can get a hermetic seal. Hermetically sealed.
I don't know that you need to do any kind of filtering or anything. I think that as long as you can get somebody to pay a certain amount for that water, psychologically it's going to taste better.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's a good point. I think some filtering is necessary because you want to get like any of the chlorination out of it because that's a distinct flavor people can taste. And when they taste it, they don't think spring water.
Well, it's not spring water. It's special Eric water.
Eric water. All right, well, it got creepier, but
Free
a subscription
Eric water.
box for water is a great idea. Every month we send you 3 different bottles of water.
Uh-huh.
We'll name them equally pretentious dumb things with slightly different specifications on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the little pamphlet that it comes with as well, you can be like, look, when you start getting these, you might not be able to tell the difference between each of these. But as you continue to take samples and try the different flavors, you develop a taste, and you'll be able to tell these apart.
You got to call them formulations instead of flavors. because then
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
And I feel like you add a little bit of like baking soda to one of them.
That's
It
your
lowers-
alkaline water?
Right, that's alkaline water, and it also it's completely safe. And you can have a different pH. You make the label blue for that one. You know, the acidic water is green or something, and you call one like Vitality and one like
Brittle
Uh,
bones.
no, we don't name any of our waters brittle bones. I feel like that.
But like you have to name it the symptom people will think it cures.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm.
I feel like you want to name it like soother, and then and below it you say like helps with headaches and stress reduction.
Yeah, all
Because
kinds of
technically
things that
anything
are
can help.
anything that's under the placebo label.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't cure cancer, but it can do a lot of stuff if you really believe hard.
Exactly.
Yep. I think that's the best thing you
Yeah.
can do with your free water. I think we found it.
Start a bottling company
Mason
that
jar bottling.
scams people.
That and home cooling also.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
cooling.
home
That's-
cooling
that's
actually is a
good.
really good idea.
Well, the other thing
Yeah,
is
water
that you can run it
tremendous
through the
amount of
home
energy.
cooling and then out straight of the home cooling into the mason jars.
that
Oh, that's
sounds
true.
really
Just have a
unhealthy,
huge-
but also,
a
yeah.
huge copper radiator system.
Yeah.
I'd also point out that water almost certainly comes out of your tap above freezing even in the winter, which means you can heat your house
Free
when
heat?
you're not using it. It's going to be free heat to like 40 degrees, but like free heat.
Interesting. It's like geothermal heating, but not.
Also, your pipes will never freeze because you have no reason to not have your tap slightly running at all times.
Because it will
Or
be.
greatly running at all times.
Greatly, yeah, full on.
Ah.
24/7 maximum possible consumption.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
Also, you should definitely build a water tower. Just because.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
doesn't want a water tower? Exactly.
Crazy people don't want water towers.
And a constantly refilling swimming pool as well.
Oh, freshwater swimming pool.
Wait,
So the reason you have
Fresh.
is that
chlorine.
right?
Well, I feel like the reason you have chlorine is because it's circulated. You don't need that.
The reason you have chlorine is because little kids pee in the pool and all
Well,
the
that
worse stuff.
I thought it was about algae, but I don't know anything about that.
It's also. About
I don't know. I don't either. I was just being like, okay, I mean, for sure. There's the I know there might be other reasons, but there's also the kids peeing in the pool.
This is a good point. I feel like there's enough chlorine to stop the algae, though. In tap water, probably, right?
Probably.
Probably. I would hope so.
Well, I
It
think
would also like
First
stop
step-
growths in pipes and stuff.
first step is you've got some experimenting to do. Can you grow algae in tap water?
We'll find out with the mason jars.
That's right.
It's biodynamic.
Oh god.
I just launched my microphone across the room.
No, that's fair. That's a reasonable response.
Crazy.
Oh man.
Well, we're 40 minutes in. I
So
guess.
I also have a question,
Yeah.
unless
Oh.
you want to go, Cal.
No, I don't want to go.
Okay.
Ask,
So I've got
ask
another
away.
question. Corporations are people, right?
Corporations
For
are
certain
not-
legal purposes, yes.
people.
Right. So, for legal purposes, corporations have some rights as people.
Okay, that's
Sort
not the
of.
same thing.
Right. Well, I'm only talking about for legal purposes.
Well,
For
for legal
legal
purposes,
purposes, can I marry a corporation?
It's
For
called a
tax
corporate merger, and yes,
I as an individual can?
no.
Oh, why not?
But like
I
For tax reasons.
a
for tax.
corporation,
I want to be. I want to be
hold on.
Subway's spouse. I like to be Subway's spouse for tax reasons.
Nope.
I live in Subway's house.
Nope. Nope. So look, like it's like this, okay? A corporation, through its effects, kills someone. You can't lock the corporation up in prison for killing somebody.
Why not?
Can if you try hard enough.
No, I mean you can't legally. That doesn't happen.
Legally, that doesn't happen because the government is in the pocket of big corporations.
I don't think that's why.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati are here, taking over.
Okay. So
Exxon is the Illuminati.
So let's say we change some laws, and you can marry a corporation. What do you want, Andreas? What are you trying to get out of this?
It's for tax reasons, right?
Okay.
What tax benefit is there to
I don't know.
being
People
married
always,
to Subway?
or any corporation that gives me sandwiches, preferably. But you know, any corporation will do. I feel like for tax reasons, it's solid. I don't know I don't know how being married and taxes work, but
I feel like you don't understand how taxes work.
so that's also true. I don't really know how taxes work. I just type in the numbers and hope no one knocks on my door and takes me to prison.
That's how taxes work. Okay, you figured it out.
Yeah, it's the only math problem that they know the right answer to, but won't tell you and will throw you in jail if you get it wrong.
So I do remember doing our tax returns for the first time after your sister and I were married, and we were like, "Woo, that's cheaper or better for some reason." I vaguely remember it like boosting. There is a slight benefit, at least at the really low tier levels of like low income levels.
So I feel like this was a tax write-off. Like corporations buy art and donate things and like do all sorts of weird shit.
I don't think it is going to be though, because that's like for when you're like jointly filing versus separately filing, and now you're just going to be jointly filing with that corporation. And corporation taxes are crazy high. So you're probably just going to be losing money.
Corporations don't pay taxes. They're incorporated in other countries where there aren't any taxes.
Well, I have a company and we pay taxes.
Well, you should probably stop doing that.
I probably should. It's like to
be fair, most big corporations don't actually pay tax.
They pay pennies on the dollar. Most of them are incorporated in states with no taxes, and
I think Amazon literally doesn't pay taxes.
Well, I think that's probably an exaggeration. They probably pay tiny amounts of taxes on the tiny amounts of profits they technically have, instead of all large profits that are being shipped off to places where there aren't taxes.
Oh yeah, what happened to Jeff Bezos' space race shit?
I don't know. Him and Bronson and Musk are all shooting things into space. Except none of them are very good at it.
No, Elon Musk is very, very good at it. SpaceX is put people on the ISS.
To be fair, that is the lowest bar for
Russia
for
can do that.
Yeah, but like never before has a private industry like where do you got to start somewhere, and that's as far as they've gotten.
Okay,
Mars.
I think it's very impressive.
Mars. That's the first step. Till you make it to Mars, you're not a real space company.
Nope.
Yes, the place that nobody else.
I'll fight you.
God, I wish I was famous enough to get
Elon Musk to fight you.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you sponsor this podcast, someday we might fight Elon Musk.
I mean, that's the idea here, is that, I'm telling you, we can become, that's the idea, we're personalities, and we can become famous. And
ideally, I'd fight Elon Musk.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal. Become famous, fight Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I finally have a reason to start doing any sort of physical exercise.
Wow.
Ready to fight Elon Musk. That's the ultimate exercise motivation.
That's a beautiful thing, Andreas. It's a beautiful thing.
I need like a dead pig hanging from the ceiling and like some sort of yoke thing, I think. Yep, I'm good.
I've seen you. I see. It seems like you've watched some movies where people did things.
No.
No movies. You came up with that totally organically.
Yep, that's just my instinct. My instinct says I have to punch some meat to be better at boxing.
Because that's the kind of fight that you're going to have. It is a boxing match with Elon.
You know what? I think it's probably like blood sport style fight to the death.
Oh, like
Blood sport style fight to the death.
Yeah.
Well, if you've ever watched the movie Bloodsport, I don't think anybody actually died in that movie.
That's true. No, there was that one guy. I think there was one guy in the beginning to establish how dangerous it was for whatever his name was when he was telling that bullshit story. In between, like Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a needless amount of deep splits.
Well, I mean,
there is literally
it's not
no
needless, but
it's
watch that all day.
They hired Jean-Claude Van Damme. I mean, why did they hire them? Splits.
It's not good for anything else.
It's not.
That is certainly true.
Fight me, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh no, I'd lose that.
He's like 70. You might have a chance.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a good chance.
I would.
Like when he's
I wouldn't take those odds.
I
would not take those odds.
Oh man.
What? Okay.
All right. I have more. I have one more. Eric, do you have more? Do you want to throw one in?
I mean, I didn't have more, but now I want to do a reality show where you fight corporate
fights. No. Each corporation has a fighter, and like all the sandwich companies, like Subway, Quiznos, I don't know, Popeyes.
McDonald's can sponsor a fighter to fight Burger King.
Oh my God! And they all have to be amateur fighters. They're not allowed to have previously competed.
Okay.
Just like American Idol.
We'll call it fast food fights.
Yeah. Also, all the contestants have to only eat diets consisting of the food from the company they come from.
Love it.
We can have whatever they want on the menu. It must come from them.
It's a reality show. It follows every episode is two different food companies, and it follows their training and eating regimen over I don't know, a month. Where you watch them slowly deteriorate.
You say that?
Some of those places sell salads.
Yeah, you can make healthy choices. It's just
not
the
choices
anybody makes.
Yeah.
Plenty of fast food places have food that is perfectly healthy. It's just not the food that anybody orders.
Here's the other thing, though. Will the fast food companies want the fighters to be eating the healthy choices for marketing purposes? So now, they're fighting with the corporation versus their trainer, trying to find a balanced diet in between Filet-O-Fish diet and I guess a salad. I don't know what McDonald's has.
You say that the Filet-O-Fish isn't the third healthiest thing on McDonald's menus.
No, not with that sauce and that breading. Really?
Okay, so
I mean, what's on the rest of that stuff?
Okay,
I don't know.
I mean, lettuce, tomato, sketchy meat, sketchy sauce.
I have some thoughts.
Okay.
First off, I don't think that the companies are going to go for this. But that's not necessarily a problem. I don't think that they would. I think they
don't need them.
That's right.
We
that's
assign fighters to them. They don't.
Or
get
the fighters can
it.
assign themselves.
That's right.
I choose to be the champion of Arby's.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. It's a great idea, and somebody should make this into a reality TV show.
Yeah.
There can be brackets and championships and global championships.
It doesn't even need to be a TV show. Make this a YouTube channel. Make this a streaming only thing.
Hey, bro, you want to fight me after eating only Arby's for a month?
I will. Arby's will beat whatever fast food restaurant you come up with. We're Arby's. We have the meats. I think that's their motto. I don't actually know.
I think they have the meats. I don't know why it's It's pluralized. It's very strange.
Wow.
Oh
We need
my
like
God.
pro cameras so we can follow around these people.
I'm going to point out it would be really great because I think we could write, like, if you wrote McDonald's and like, we have a YouTube channel where we only eat this for a month and then we fight and the winner is determines which fast food place is better and we're doing your restaurant. We will get so much dumb merch. It's going to be amazing.
Or a cease and desist order.
No, I think you
that's
might.
possible. That's
I
a
don't
real
think you can.
possibility.
I don't think they can make you cease and desist. I don't think they
No,
can.
it's for satire.
Look, this is not for first off, satire. Secondly, like there's certain companies like Arby's, they will go not Arby's, which was one? Denny's. Denny's will go crazy sending you stuff.
Ooh.
They have like a huge, like stupid meme engine for marketing. I know people who have received large sums of monies from Denny's for video games.
Oh,
Wait.
I just figured out who you were talking about. Yep, that was
There Denny's product placement in video games?
Yeah.
very small video games. Like not
Weird.
like we're not talking AAA either. We're talking like
Well, it's indie.
yeah.
It's a good sized video game.
The-
Anyway,
Yeah, it
I
is,
think
but
this is brilliant. I think people want to watch this. It's way easier to do than my stupid robot thing.
You don't have to have any engineering skills or fighting skills.
No.
We need no fighting skills.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Wait, we put ads up on Craigslist for fighters.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. I think
get
the biggest
random.
trouble is the funds for the fast food, right?
Or the paying the cameraman to follow the contestants around for a month if we're doing that.
Mm,
That's got to be expensive.
yeah.
Fast food's like $20 a day. Cameraman, way more than that.
Yeah.
we could be each other's cameramen. You film me eating the burger, then I'll film you eating the sandwich. And we're good.
Just
Right.
all head-mounted cameras.
That's gonna be nausea-inducing. Let's do this.
Oh God.
Yeah. Camera crews are expensive.
That's the major expense in most reality TV show because the contestants don't cost anything.
Yeah.
No, they're free.
$5 on Craigslist.
One of them gets like a prize. That's it.
What is the prize? I feel like it's a $500 gift card to the fast food restaurant.
That could work. Maybe there could be some sort of like I don't know, pot. Like if all the corporate contributions go in the pot, and whoever wins
the merch
gets them all.
and things like that.
Yeah,
And then the fights have to happen live, right?
of course.
And then people can bet on the fights.
Oh my God, duh. No, yeah, people sign up for it. We don't pay them.
Yeah,
We follow them around through their daily life. They pay for the food. These are the rules of the competition.
there you go.
Yeah,
They
you want
pay
to
for
be
the food.
famous? You want to be famous? Show me
Yeah.
who your
Show me what you
who's your
got.
champion food?
Show me what
sleeper?
Subway's got.
Yeah.
There are people who are crazy about brands, who are like really into their brands, who will fight you for their brands without any incentive.
Yeah.
I think these are the best people to be on reality television.
Yeah.
Oh, almost certainly. Holy shit, this is not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Like,
We're gonna call it Fight House. Everybody's gonna live together in the house.
food fight. We call it
You
food
get it.
fight.
Food fight. Boom. You got it right. Yes. We get a mansion. Everybody lives in it for a month, and there's fights until the championship.
Yeah, we bracket it up. Each episode is a bracket. Like not a full bracket, but a pairing. So
Yeah.
everyone gets their
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, so you
thing.
film
We
the
don't tell the contestants the pairing in advance either, so you don't know who you're gonna fight.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
month
And today,
there's a month of eating the food together in the mansion that you film, right? To get
And
all
training.
the video. Yeah, there's a month of the training and eating, and then there's the tiered fights. And then you kind of like recut all that footage together to kind of tell the stories before the fights happen. Yeah.
oh man. Fuck. It's pretty good.
It's pretty
It
good.
is. Now, how do we fund this?
I honestly think you get like Hollywood in on this. This is a real reality TV show. Like,
I've never actually successfully pitched a reality TV show to Hollywood.
I've never failed at pitching a reality TV show to Hollywood.
Well, I nominate you to go pitch it.
I'm sorry, wait, have you failed at pitching one? Oh, okay. I was like, damn, really?
Yeah, no, I've never been in a room with anybody serious enough who I could actually pitch a real TV show to.
That's troublesome.
How do you pitch a TV show? That's a good question.
Presumably you have like an agent and they set up appointments or something? I don't know how TV pitches work.
We do know people who know people. Like there's some, we have connections, like especially.
I nominate Calvin to pitch this?
No, I'm not. I'm busy. I'm busy doing stuff.
Well, set us up an appointment. You can be the agent.
Maybe.
I'll point out,
Pitch this.
this idea is so much better than The Floor is Lava.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can pitch it to Netflix. How do we get Netflix to buy our stupid show?
I think we
That's a
tweeted
good
them.
idea.
Tweet at them.
You go, hey, at Netflix, we need a lot of followers. That's the problem.
Oh.
That's why this channel. As soon as we keep
Yeah.
doing this,
As soon as we get famous, we're going to go
Dunk
fight a fast
tanks.
food company.
and then we'll take the best stupid idea that we have from all of these and actually make it happen. That's the plan. That's the plan.
All right, yeah.
I think-
food fight.
I think we're closing in on a end of show.
Tight hour. We got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Can you sum up your what have you learned today?
Water-powered robots fighting for fast food companies is the best TV show possible?
Okay.
I think that if you can make a Roomba with a gun, the military will probably buy it.
Man, what did I learn? I think that I learned that, like, even though that it's not maybe legal to marry a corporation, sometimes you just can't stand in the way of love, like true love.
Solid, yeah.
True life lessons there.
Yeah. All right. If you're watching this wonderful show and you have something that we need to have thunk about, please leave a comment below. We give no guarantee that we will do any actual thunking about that thing, but or we also don't guarantee that we will notice it. That's possible too.
I don't even guarantee I know how to read the comments, so
Yeah.
get ahead of yourself.
We want to be popular and get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends or earbuds or something,
Ooh.
So please subscribe, click all the things, click them, and then you'll get know when we're going to be live again or come back and watch the show later or whatever. We're going to do this many times.
Until we're famous,
That's right.
forever.
Until
We'll never
that
stop until we're famous. You want to stop
Or
us? Nope. Undead.
never mind.
Undead Zombie Podcast.
we do it. It would happen. Yeah, that's it. End of episode.
Yeah, let's roll that
Going
outro.
to I've got to edit the outro. So
Ooh.
I forgot to do that.
We don't have an outro.
We don't have an outro today.
Just roll it.
Thunk Tank outro. We're doing the outro live.
Professionalism.
Thunk Tank outro. We're doing the outro live. We're Thunk Tanked.
That's it. Bye, everybody.
Is that a sufficient outro?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I've ended